trusting and serving every day, yeah, for just one glimpse of Him, in glory, see it will the toils of life repay. Yes, it will be worth it all when we all get to heaven. What a day, what a day, yeah.
Rejoicing that will
all of your troubles will be over when we all see sweet Jesus. We're gonna sing it, oh, shout out,
shout the victory.
I sure wanna see you there when we all
To heaven.
When we get to heaven, yeah. What a day of rejoicing that's gonna be. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh Lord Jesus. When we see Jesus, then we can sing and shout, yeah.
Shout the victory.
You see, all of our troubles will be over. We're gonna sing,
Shout
scream,
the victory.
and I just can't wait to see when we get to heaven, y'all. What a day of rejoicing that will be when we all see Jesus. When we see Jesus, we'll sing and shout. Oh, shout the victory. Oh, let us then be true and faithful. Oh, trusting and serving every day, yeah. For just one glimpse of Him in glory. See it will.
I have never once, if I had a problem or an argument or, a situation with my mother-in-law that we couldn't resolve very easily. Not once.
Yeah, they both blame me.
Yeah, he would say it's your fault, and I said, no, when I gave it to you, she was like, it's your fault. You've been quite a son-in-law, just a beautiful person, and I've enjoyed having you in the family. You've been a son-in-law on the end. Thank you, Mr.
Son-in-law. It's the in-laws and not outlaws.
All right.
And I thank you for when I had my babies coming to rescue.
Okay.
Well, we were talking earlier about the times when I was in college in Tallahassee, and never forget, she would come by Charlie Minton, deceased. But she would call us when she was going, because she was then working in Mariana. And that was north of where we were, so she would come with you guys in the car. I remember that. And I'm going to say something else. And she would come and pick us up and take us down to St. Pete. We go from, she'd come from Mariana, then go to Tallahassee, pick us up, and take us down to St. Pete. We'd spend the weekend and we'd go back. And I remember one time, Jenny, this is the truth. I remember one time it was cold, and you didn't have heat in your car. That's the truth. You had to, but the kids were all bundled up, and they were all warm and all. I like the froze to death. That's the truth. But I wouldn't say a word. I wouldn't say a word, But I always admired her as a big supporter of my sister, but as a big sister who was always, like you said, family. She was, whatever it took, she did it. So I admire her. And like I said, it came from Mama, but whatever it took, she did it. She didn't. And I didn't hear, let me stop. But I never heard her grumbling and saying, oh, I can hardly make it, and I don't have this, and didn't have that. She spent on and did whatever she had to do, That's what I love about it, because I never heard her complaining about this and that, and I know she had some difficult times, and I don't want to talk about it, but I know she has some, but she never heard her complain about it, So it's just,
And I just want to say to you, I'll never forget, I came to this area, and Aunt Barbara would come and pick me up from Southeast Washington, D.C., and Aunt Barbara lived in Laurel, Maryland.
ooh.
And for her to come every night, because what happened, I'd gotten a job at a hospital, and she did not want me to catch the bus home at night. I would catch the bus there. And she, Roderick, and the little dog, what was his name? Charlie would come from Laurel, Maryland, all the way to Southeast to make sure that I got home safe. And she never said to me, it's too far, you need to give me some gas money. She was right there. And I love her. I tell you, the things that she's done, and how she just extends herself like that, is truly an example. And I just want to thank you. There's a lot of other stories I can tell you about her. She's really, truly just a jewel. But that was one thing I'll never forget. And it's far. and it was in the dark, and it was after 11 o'clock. And she had to go to work the next day, and she came and got me. Sure did.
We live in the apartment.
Well, that's my firstborn over there, and I just want to tell my sister I thank you for all the things that you've done.
Yeah.
Yes.
May I say something?
Of course.
Okay. No, cause I hear everybody saying something about how Mama she's always been a very hospitable person and never hesitating to do anything for anybody. And Mama, whenever I need I'll stay after school a lot because I'm trying to keep up with my work and everything, and I'll need somebody to come and pick me up because my parents are working and, Kendall and Chris are at home and all that stuff. So she will say, Taylor, do you need me to come and pick you up? And a few months ago, it would be yes, Mama, could you please? And she would drive how far is it from here?
Yeah, I've been from her house
Just
to
a
the
few
school
miles.
is around the corner.
And she would drive and she'd come and pick me up, and then she'd come home, and sometimes you'd cook. Well, no, every day you'd cook. Every time you pick me up, you'd cook for us, and you'd stay, and sometimes you spend the night, sometimes she wouldn't, but she never once complained, or she never begrudged. And that Mama, that really means so much. Seriously, wow.
So y'all already know if there's a choice when we old and they looking at Mama and they looking at me. Y'all know you know who's gonna be on the street with the bag. And you know who's gonna be sitting up living the life of luxury. Okay, so y'all already got that.
Let me just say this. Well, I don't want to take anybody else's time, but family's always been important. And if I've done all these wonderful things you say I've done, I didn't recognize it as that. It was just love, and treating people the way you want to be treated yourself. And that's all it was. And I didn't get too tired because I didn't focus on how tired I was. I just kind of looked at the task and tried to work at completing it. And you've all been good to me as well. And there's blessings in giving, but there always has to be someone to receive in order for the giver to get his blessings. So if I did something for you, I was blessed. If you received something from me, but you've all been good to me too, and I really appreciate that. I love everybody. I do.
One of the things the major thing that I'm learning, standing here, listening to everyone say something about Auntie Barbara, and y'all are saying how important family is and how Auntie Barbara never begrudged and she never complained and she went out of her way. That is so important to me, standing here listening to that, because me being raised by my mother and her side of the family, they're not like that. I mean, if you would ask someone to do something, oh my gosh, why? Or I hope you have money. It's not like that. I'm like, I never thought it could be like this. And it feels so good for people to, be sitting here and saying, Auntie went out the way and she didn't complain. I mean, she just did what had to be done, and family is so important. And everyone on my mom's side, it's like everyone is for themselves. No one really does. The family isn't close. So it's like when I'm standing here listening to y'all, it feels so good. And Auntie Barbara, although I don't know you that well, because I'm really not in touch with this side of the family, you are a really nice person. You've been hospitable towards me thus far since I've been down here. And I want to say I thank you, Auntie Barbara, and I thank everyone here. I really do. I thank everybody here. Thank you so much.
We love you.
Thank you.
Love you, baby.